Hey everybody. Um, I'm not even getting up for this. Or maybe I will if I'm gonna cough. Uh, one of the very few decisions that we have left is our decision to vote or not to vote, and we that's a choice that we have, and we have a right to make that choice. And I'm getting so sick and tired of people trying to shame me into choosing one way or the other. Um, and this whole thing has been a journey for me, starting with being a union rep, and then uh, going to the Left Forum a couple years ago, and signing up with all these groups that were supposedly left groups, and Our Revolution, and um, freaking uh, Bernie group, um, and Nick Brana's group, and all of these groups, and now all of these groups are using my data and texting me and telling me to vote for uh, Liuba Gretchen Shirley and Christine Pellegrino because they've decided to endorse them. So a little while ago, uh, I got a text from Our Revolution, Liuba and Chris District this this year, and we are endorsing them. Can we count on your vote? And I I said no, thank you, and it prompted an automated response. Thank you for your response. For more info on why we are endorsing them, please visit Our Revolution. Blah blah blah. So my response to that automated response was, if you really want to know why I'm not voting for them, please let me know. So somebody somebody somewhere said, all right, yeah, why not? Just tell me. So I told them, I'm like, well, Liuba is tied to big money, and Christine Pellegrino, per the Democrats, went to Israel, and I don't think that's really a progressive thing to do, because she went on like a pro-Israel tour. Um, and I'm not saying Israel, but I'm saying that I have people in my state who have proposed a bill banning any criticism of Israel and their actions against Palestinians or anyone else. And the response, thank you for your response. I didn't get any response back. Um, Vote the way you want to vote. I think personally, voting is a sham at this point. I do agree with Deb Della Piana. Um, I do think that the powers that be have basically co-opted any choice that we have the uh, out of the process. But if I decide to vote, I'm going to vote, and if I vote, I'm going to vote along the green line, um, based on candidates. By the way, I'm not going to just vote green, um, because who knows, there might be a co-opted green there. Um, Check out the any resolutions and vote. but I'm sick and tired of the vote shaming. I do agree with that. I do, I do, yeah. I'm not a Republican. I actually got into a slight debate with my wife. She's like, "Oh my God, you're letting Trump win." No, I'm not letting Trump win, but I'm not letting the other side win either. It's a friggin', it's a game. It's a sham. Oh, you know, we have to stop Trump. Oh, how are we going to stop Trump by getting more corporate jerkholes in? You know, the answer really is Beto O'Rourke. Oh, he's the underdog. We have to help him. Blah. Exactly. Yes, I heard about Gab. I heard about Gab being deplatformed, which anytime that a platform is deplatformed, especially a platform that allows people to say whatever they want, which is another. People were saying at least the bombing was a false flag. I don't know, but I I'm starting to hear hints that the synagogue was a false flag. Um, but what I did hear is the synagogue shooter was on Gab, so they've shut down Gab for now, saying that Gab is violating Gab is violating. They were on GoDaddy, I think, and they're violating GoDaddy's no violence um, standards. I don't know that much about the whole Gab thing, but I did hear that Gab was at least temporarily shut down, which is always which is always a bad thing. You're going to have oh, the shooter was anti-Trump. He was anti-Israel, but he was anti-Trump. Is that what they're saying? Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be a giant fan by mentioning Christine Pellegrino's Israel tour. They're going to tag me as, anti-Jewish, which I am not anti-Jewish. I am anti-war crimes. Oh, okay. I am a mid-winger. I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down the middle. Um, I'm basically let people do what they're going to do as long as they aren't hurting anybody else. That's basically my stance. You can do what you want, say what you want. Most of this stuff is, you know, potato potato, but this whole fight, Democrats versus Republicans, black versus white, Jewish versus not Jewish, has nothing to do with what's going on. Gay, not gay. So my basic point is voting is one of the few choices we have left. Do not let anybody push you into voting, not voting. Do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to vote if you don't want to. And if you don't have a candidate that you don't like, don't vote for them. Don't feel like you're being shamed into freaking voting. Don't vote for him. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. I can't vote for a Democrat anymore. Any Democrat. So Christine was, as have said before, Christine Pellegrino is one of the last Democrat that I voted for. And I came this close to considering it. I really did. And she runs a pretty damn decent campaign. And she has decent, she has decent talking points. But that's what they are. They're talking points. And she's also in the state assembly where, to be honest with you, all this stuff can be voted for, and it it, it will be shut down. So yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not. My thing with the Democrats locally is that they push for um, growth when we don't need it. Use the existing space that we have. You know, Christine herself said that she will fight for clean water and for a safe environment. But I guarantee you that she will she'll be for the growth of Suffolk County, which means building more buildings, which means creating more traffic, which means creating more pollution, which blah. It's like we don't need all this. We don't. So, Christine, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. Don't stop with the Arrow Revolution people. I've said it before. I texted her. I think that these elections are goofy. Okay, her can't remember the guy's first name, but LePetri. She's running against a guy named LePetri, and he made a false allegation, and I mentioned it. He was referencing a Newsday article. I looked up the Newsday article. I tweeted Newsday and said, "Hey, this guy is calling her a tax cheat. What do you think?" Because it's not what it says in the article, and he's referencing your article. And I contacted Christine, and I let her know. That's as far as I'm going. So, yeah. By the way, speaking of sensor, my computer has actually gone down. So this is why I'm doing all these phone videos. My mainstream computer has gone down, so it's very difficult for me to do any zooms or anything of that nature. I don't have any money to really, fix my computer right now, so that's why I do these every once in a while, and I very rarely do them. But I mean, no one, no one is going to fix your problem other than you. There's no politician out there that's going to fix your issue. No. And I don't trust the Republicans. At least they friggin' tell you that we're gonna gut you. At least they tell you. But the Democrats, they put their arm around you. Hey, we're gonna be your friend, and then, ironically enough, Adam Carolla who I really don't like because I think he's a smug a-hole, but it's beside the point. He did a little thing for Prager for You, which these are, in my opinion, I won't tell you who to vote for, but I'll tell you who not to vote for. Anyone who says that they will fight for you, because everybody's different. And he's telling you that, but he's telling the other guy that too. So, so what is good for you may not be good for the other guy. So, so yeah, he's just, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He can't please everybody, but he's going to say he's fighting for you. Adam's right on the money there. There's nobody that's going to fight for you better than you. And we have to fight for what we want. And using our choice to vote is the last. Yeah, well, you don't have to fight for my journey. I'm already on it. Fight for your journey. That's what you need to do. Fight for your journey. Fight for what you want. Whatever the hell that might be. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Fight for your journey. Whatever it is. Whether it's clean water, whether it's, education for your kids. I don't have kids. Whether it's, whatever it is. Voting doesn't mean much. What means more is holding the whoever gets elected, they're still going to have to listen to us. I'm going to tell them straight up, I didn't vote for you. You want me next time? Show me something. Because I ain't going to vote for you just to vote for you. You got to show me something. Look at how little, look at the very small margin you won by. Seems like you only give a crap when the election is coming up. So when I text you or when I call your office and when I say, "Hey, what's going on?" If you don't answer me, hey, I'm going to vote for the other person. And maybe when I retire, I might run for state assembly, or I might run for a local office, or I might run for whatever. Who knows? Wait till they get a load of me. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening to me. This is Dave, Independent Outsider out. Thanks everybody for showing up. I didn't think I was going to get up, but y'all got me all riled up.